A new US Open Women's Champion has been crowned. To talk about the match today with me, Sam Groth. It was an exceptional match from two very fine young women, Grothy.
It was a fitting end to a fantastic tournament from two teenagers. What a look to the future we got, but it's all about the now. Leylah Fernandez, 19 years of age, you've got to give her credit, but Emma Raducanu comes through qualifying. We first saw her burst onto the scene at Wimbledon, making the fourth round as a wild card. Comes through here as a qualifier, wins 10 matches without dropping a set. I mean, for British tennis, they got Andy Murray a few years ago, creating his piece of history. Now they get Emma Raducanu. There's going to be a lot of fanfare, a lot of pressure now put onto her. Maybe she needs to lean on Andy a little bit for how to deal with that British press. But right now, soak it up. What a moment for that 18-year-old.
Well, and you mentioned Leylah Fernandez too. I mean, she had a phenomenal tournament. It looked like in the final, she just ran out of gas a little bit. Those matches, the long three-setters that she'd had getting there took its toll. But I must say, I don't think I've ever heard two teenagers talk so eloquently and articulately as they did in that post-match presentation. If that is the future of the women's game and tennis in general, then it's in really good hands. Another winner today, and something we're really looking forward to, Dylan Alcott, Grothy, is on that run for the Golden Slam through to a singles final where he'll have a tough matchup in that final.
That's right, Todd. Huge. He's into the US Open final and takes on Niels Vink, the man that he beat in the Paralympic semi-finals. That was a three-set epic on the way to Dylan taking the gold medal. He'll be drawing on his experience, though, from the US Open a couple of years ago where he was in this same position trying to complete the calendar Grand Slam. I think he'll be better for that experience. He'll know what this pressure is like. And hopefully we're going to have a calendar Grand Slam champion in Dylan Alcott. But you cannot forget to mention Didi de Groot. What a year she has had on the wheelchair side of things. She's looking to complete the calendar Golden Slam. She's won 3 slams. She's won the Paralympic gold medal. What a performance from her. And she's looking for her own piece of history. But a man that is really looking to create history on Sunday is Novak Djokovic. 21 he's going for, and the calendar slam, all to play for the man from Serbia, Todd.
27 matches down for Novak, 1 left to complete that Grand Slam. And in some ways, I think he's probably happy now that he didn't win the Olympics as much as he would have liked to, because I think that's taken pressure off going into this final, Grothy. And look, he has to go in full of confidence, given how he played in the final at the Australian Open against Medvedev.
Oh, that was an incredible match. It's probably unusual that we've only seen these two meet on that occasion this year. They haven't played since that Australian Open final. Novak was dominant. It was a tough first set that he got through fairly comfortably. I think there's a few tactical things that Medvedev will need to adjust. He got stuck a little bit far behind the baseline in that match. Novak was able to sort of slice and dice and take Danil out of his comfort zone and move to the net at certain times as well. He served incredibly in that match. But for Novak, there is just that little bit of pressure that he's put on himself once again. We know all about the records, but now he's talking about he's playing this like it's his last match ever.
Well, I'd be cautious about doing that because I know from experience in my partnership with Mark Woodford, the last match ever was an Olympic final for us. And that took a lot of energy out of us going into match day. Novak's got a huge amount of experience and you'd expect him not to get too caught up in that. But he will be thinking about the outcome and what comes of winning 4 in a row, the history that is on the line. But if anybody in the history of the game's been able to cope with those stresses and pressures over a 5-set match, it has been Novak Djokovic. So a big congratulations to Emma Raducanu, the women's champion at the US Open. And now we can just sit back, relax, and watch history unfold in the men's final tomorrow. Daniil Medvedev to take on Novak Djokovic.